thing he called a cotton gin. His name was Whitney, and they called him a crackpot, too. And they said the same thing about a man called Watney. And before that, there was a man who thought the world was round.
Just kind of explain why we're not getting to see these images live. I mean, I believe the Apollo 11 landing was broadcast live. Why now
don't we have the technology to see all of this live?
Space is tough, especially whenever you're trying to show video from space.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
If you're looking for a launch site anywhere in the world, the ideal location is an island in the middle of the ocean.
You have to be close in order to see it. If you are not in the vicinity, you won't see it.
The actual pad is in the distance, well beyond those trees, so we'll get to see a little spark travel up through this fog.
Remote location, which, it's obviously important that it has to be here.
Wonderful spot because we have very little air and marine traffic. So
keep in mind that nobody is actually aboard the drone ship, and it's 200 miles away.
In the middle of the Atlantic.
It is in the middle of the ocean.
Cannot go near the rocket site. No one can go near it.
So we have a cool animation to show you what's going on.
I'm going to be showing you a graphic.
Be sure to follow the animation.
The animation is informed by real-time data.
So the graphic on the right, the simulation you've been seeing, the telemetry simulation, it looks like it's moving pretty slow. It makes for a pretty slow-moving simulation experience, but it is actually going very fast right now.
Still be some raindrops on the screen. That's not surprising. We have rockets. We don't have wind strain wipers, but we'll do the best we can.
And we're being as transparent as we can here.
Looks like we might have a little bit of problem with the video, but we are waiting to hear exactly what's happening.
Just a reminder, this is 200 miles away. There's no Wi-Fi, unfortunately.
we've been expecting more views, not only of the mission, but also from the launch pad.
This is a phenomenon we will expect to continue throughout the rest of the mission.
If we lose video, everything is likely still operating nominally. We just have the limit of our signal. So hope we can hold signal here.
At this point, we lost video feed of our drone ship.
Dragon is just about at the limit of the Newfoundland ground station. We're probably going to lose video shortly.
Issues with file transfers.
We lost satellite signal to the connection of the drone ship, but this is pretty normal during rough seas. It's a satellite link. It needs precise pointing.
There will still be some raindrops on the screen. That's not surprising. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do at this point.
There's the possibility we might lose the video signal for several seconds from time to time. Our team will be trying to bring the video signal back as quickly as they can.
We did have a number of communications glitches.
So it is pretty tough to get a good connection, but hopefully we'll get some good data off of it.
Again, I would just ask for your patience and let us work through that process, and we will absolutely share what we can as soon as it's available.
And we've just lost signal again, we're being told, unfortunately.
We're currently in a satellite handover for the International Space Station. This happens periodically.
Behind me you can see the deep dark velvet obscured somewhat by some beautiful smoke.
To the magic of television.
It does look like it's foggy there. It may make it a little bit difficult for us to see today's mission.
We had either forward or return link problems.
I don't think we have reliable video for it right now, so I'm not sure if we're going to see it exactly perfectly.
And it looks like we have
exactly what we saw is exactly what you saw, and now we are done.
I love that, we've got a media team that is as excited about what we're doing as y'all are.
Tom Costello with NBC.
Kristen Fisher with CNN, The Atlantic.
Reuters, the AP, Bloomberg.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
Cal's live shot, if you look closely at your screen, once we punch him up, we can still see the rocket somewhere behind you there. Cal Perry clearly not ready for us to come up to him on the air right now.
Space is tough, especially whenever you're trying to show video from space.
Uh-oh. Hope we can hold signal.
We'll show them what we believe. We sure will.
I almost have to look down at the page, and it's been 3 decades.
3 decades, just, when you're looking at it, going, stretching in front of you, it's forever, isn't it? It's obviously, it's very flat. You know, on that level, dolls with them in. I mean, unbelievable, really.
Yeah.
We had to tell people, no, it's difficult to explain. The crusade of Brian's life to be this spokesman, something, or the Brady Bunch, rock and roll, and a intensive 3-year up until then. Bearing in mind I was about 21 then. I don't know if I chose it, it's foisted on you.
The key partnership.
2 months in Ireland. We've got another month in Ireland. Well, it is unbelievable going along with it. Here I did, yeah. Not here in the ears, but in the mind, yes. Obviously, it's very flat.
They were acutely aware, but have certainly heard the stories.
Obviously, it's very flat. And I've never had any problem. You know, a lot of people say, oh, it's difficult to understand it. I've never felt like but to them, it's just, I mean, unbelievable, really. Obviously, it's very flat. Saves a lot of worry as well. Very rarely do you experience those sort of things. You know, on that level with them in. I mean, unbelievable, really, for me. It was.
Continued success.
I'm the 3rd generation of that.
Saw you for the first time in the 3rd grade?
If we use the theory of gravity, and this flattens out any kind of intelligence, that was a real confrontation with the powers that be. Life is so much about what comes to you and what you're aware enough. And this flattens out.
And you're what has been described as
Cyber.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it.
Show this publicly, you're open for a lawsuit. Okay?
Someday I want to be an F-14 pilot like my hero Tom. He lent me this new weapon called a neural disruptor.
He's not dead, is he, Bart?
Nah, but I wouldn't give him any homework for a while.
Very good, Bart. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank an unprecedented 8-year military buildup.
It's like valleys and mountain peaks. Without them both, the world would be flat and uninteresting. It's like valleys and mountain peaks. Without them both, the world would be flat and uninteresting.
Flat Earth.
The Declaration of Independence. He was also a member of a secret society known as the Masons.
Nanu nanu, 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 nanu nanu.
Where a NASA faked the moon landing.
Nanu nanu. 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 Nanu nanu.
Where NASA faked the moon landing.
You got it all wrong. You got it all wrong.
Is Eddie, I've got to think this is not very organized.
If the Earth was flat,
Hey everybody, how you doing? Well, I'd like you to your first official day as a Chuck E. Cheese's StarCast member.